Hey guys, what's up? This is Panther Dragon, and today we'll be going over the response questions of my AMA on my channel. As you guys know, I've hit 25,000 subscribers, and there have been loads of questions that you guys have asked. But as you know, I can't do 300 questions, so I'm just going to pick 50 questions and give a thorough video response to you guys. So with that being said, let's begin. So RD Booger asks, how do you leave ELO hell? And I know you made a video about it, but it just doesn't work. Honestly, there really is no ELO hell. You just have to be good at the game, and if you feel like you are stuck in your ELO because of your teammates, you just honestly have to play carry champions. If you can't carry out of that ELO hell, then you are stuck in your ELO. Like some champions be like Yasuo, Twitch, I'm just naming things off the top of my head, Fizz, Jarvan, Wukong, and for top lane Jax, I guess, all these strong champions who can solo carry games. Next up is Jay the King. He asks, is it better to counterpick the enemy in lower ELO, or is it better to pick a champion you prefer? It's probably better to pick a champion that you know, because if you don't know how to play that champion who counterpicks that enemy, then how are you going to outplay them or something? And so if you don't know the matchup, you won't be a counterpick, if you know what I mean. Next question is from Mr. Adams Schoolgirl. He's basically asking what junglers are good to carry with. This is a really simple question. It is Jarvan, Wukong, and Master Yi off the top of my head. PlayStation 1 asks, if you become a billionaire, what would you do? I could say world peace, but that would be a lie. I'd probably make an evil empire and try and take over the world or something like that. Who knows? The Gray Bobby asks, what type of room do you record in? I see a lot of boxes. So this is a storage room, and the only reason why my computer is here is because this is the only place I can talk out loud in night, as I can't wake up my parents, and so yeah, that's the whole story around this shitty room we see. So Machu asks, a Mutrix tips and guide. When we catch you streaming, who do you think will win the NA Summer LCS this year? Do you like maple syrup? So Mumu tricks and guides, you press Q, flash, R, get a 5-man ult, and clean up. Honestly, there's really no tricks with him. He's a really simple jungler, so I don't really have any tips. So when can you catch me streaming? Honestly, I stream really randomly, and that's because if I feel like playing 3 hours of League, and if I'm in the mood, then I will stream that. But if I'm not, you probably won't catch me unless I make some event, like post a YouTube video saying come watch me now or something. Just in general, maybe I'll make an event or something. I think CLG will win because they have the best strategy, and yeah, they have the best strategy and they're pretty consistent. All their lanes are pretty strong, so yeah, they'll probably win the NA LCS. And yeah, I like maple syrup. Do you like pancakes? Then you like maple syrup. Simple. Speed the Freak 97 asks, where would you rank Pantheon and Xin Zhao? So Pantheon is really strong early game, like he's still good in that sense, that where you want to be an early game jungler. There's only one problem, and that's his ultimate. It's delayed now. They delayed that a few patches ago, and now the enemy team has enough time to react to it. So it's like a useless initiation sort of in a way. But yeah, that's the reason why no one plays him anymore, because his ultimate got nerfed. So in lower elo, Xin Zhao is fine, but when it comes to my elo, they're simply just better junglers. Like, there's Jarvan, Wukong, all these better junglers than Xin Zhao, and with the recent Wriggles nerf, yeah, Xin Zhao isn't that great anymore, and he definitely wasn't the best with Elder Lizard, but I mean, he can still make do out of it. Ali Diddy Kong asks, what is your favorite game? And your first. My first video game, it was probably Sonic the Hedgehog. I remember when I was a kid I had a Sega Genesis, but I don't remember much as a kid. It could have been either Sonic the Hedgehog or some stupid children game for the computer. Alright, so my favorite video game of all time is probably Unreal Tournament 2004. That game was probably the funnest thing I've ever played. I probably played it for like 2 years, and literally, I remember in grade 6, every time I'd come home, I'd just hop on the computer and then join the server and then play these awesome new custom maps. Like, there was so much things people made. They made a Hellbender race where you just race until you get the end. I could never get it, and I guess that's why I always had fun with those races, because I never could complete them. And so, yeah, that was one thing. The other thing was also they had these wicked, cool vehicles and weapons. Like, honestly, it was probably the funnest thing I've ever played, and I wish they could make another Unreal Tournament with like the same community And yeah, it'd be a really fun game, and I'd like to go back to them old times. So Flexible iTunes asks, who is better, Renekton or Riffin for solo queue? I'd probably say Riffin just because she has more mobility, so she can roam more if needed. And yeah, she has a lot more power, and she's a lot more snowbally, so you can definitely carry as Riffin in solo queue. Branko's Civic asks, what's the biggest difference between High, Platinum, and Diamond? I don't think I can really answer this from my perspective. They all feel same to me. But what I understand from my friend's perspective is, well, he played Jarvan mid, and from Gold 1 to Diamond 5, he noticed that after a while he couldn't keep killing his mid because they got better and better, and so they were falling for his stupid cheese Jarvan mid and instantly dying to him. And yeah, honestly, I think they just have a better sense of the game. They don't die as often because they know they can be killed. So, honestly, I'm just gonna say mechanics, because that's probably the best answer, is mechanics. There's not really a lot of different decision making between ELOs unless you get to high ranks. The Hooker asks, I was Master League in SC2 and I possibly want to go pro in LOL. If I ever start dumpstering people, it seems every lane just falls on top of me and I'm no longer ahead. What should I do? Alright, so first off, you should probably drop the dream of going pro, because if you aren't Challenger or very high Diamond 1, you probably won't make it to a team. And second of all, if you are in Challenger and you get into, say, a Challenger team, it's not enough to sustain yourself. And so, if you're doing it for fun, yeah, go for it. But if you aren't in, say, a top 3 team for the Challenger series, then I would suggest you drop it, because the LCS and all this stuff, the Challenger scene, doesn't have that much slots for a lot of people. And so, there's 50 people in the LCS? I'm not sure, I don't do math, but yeah. Probably should drop it, as I did a long time ago too. And so there's really no answer to you dumpstering people. The only thing I can say you should do is since you're so powerful, put your presence in other lanes and roam a bit. Team fights, team fights is key. Since you're the most powerful, you gotta be in team fights. You can't let your team 4v4 while you split push. Just in general, there's really no right answer to this, but that's my answer. Eduardo Sanchez asks, Panzer Dragon, how long do you think it'll take to reach 100,000 subs? Honestly, I think it'll be 6 months, because I'm averaging about 400 subscribers a day. For some reason, I actually don't know where all these subscribers are coming from. But yeah, I did the math, 75,000 divided by 400. That turns to be 180 days, and divide that by 30. That's 6 months. And if that goes up, if the average of subscribers I get per day goes up, then it'll be less time than that. But it might go down to, I don't know, so I'm going to say 6 months. Lars Vonks asks, which champion is your favorite champion at the moment? So my favorite champion is Yasuo. Oh my god, he's so fun to play. You can literally 4v5 if you get a 5-man tornado, and you can outplay people. It just feels so good. Wind wall is really a good outplay mechanic, as you can say. So the dashing, and yeah, you can just farm up 300 minions at 25 minutes. And honestly, farming to me is fun. Being really jukey and outplaying people is fun. And yeah, he's just probably my favorite champion at the moment. Will Ferrell asks, do you ever get bored of League of Legends and playing the same map all the time? Would you ever like a new serious game mode map to combat this repetitiveness? What else do you do other than LOL? Yes, I do get bored of the same map all the time. I don't wish for any competitive or serious map. I just wish they had, say, a 5v5, like Enfos in Warcraft 3, where there'd be 2 sides, and you would defend against waves of monsters that are coming to you, and then you can pick all these different champions and defend in that way. Or also having a free-for-all, just champions PvP only, just having PvP. Yeah, those would be some fun maps, ideas I would like to play, but I don't think Riot will ever do that, because, well, there's only been 4 maps in, 4 years in one of the biggest games ever? They're pretty lazy when making a new map. What do I do other than LOL? Let's see. I go to school for a 4-year computer science degree, and yeah, like any other people, watch TV shows like Big Bang Theory, Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad. Actually, I've already done Breaking Bad, and Oh, I'm a big fan of all the Marvel movies, so yeah, I'm watching all the Marvel movies. Archer Souza asks, "Yo, Pants, no new top 10 tier lists?" No. Wasabi asks, "Can you make gameplay videos, specifically Fiddlesticks Jungle? Where are you from? Ancestors? Where do you currently reside? How old am I? If you could make a dream champion by combining any champion abilities and passes, what would it be? And if you could create a balanced ability, what would it be?" Oh yeah, I could make a Fiddlesticks video. In fact, I actually have a lot of these videos ready to go. But the thing is, I don't really want to spam people's subscription boxes, so I don't upload them all at once. Usually my goal is to upload a video a day or every 2 days or something like that. I am Vietnamese and I am Korean. Get it? Korean? Because I'm Challenger? Ooh. I live in Manitoba, which is in Canada, which is in the middle, which means it's the coldest. It fucking sucks in the winter, I'll tell you that. My dream champion, I like what you did with this question. It made me think, but I finally figured it out. Fiddle Fear, Morgana's Q, Rammus's Taunt, and Malzahar's Ultimate. With 40% CDR, huh? Sounds really fun. I know it would be fun. I'd play it all day, and there would be only one goal, is to torture someone infinitely, and then, yeah, that would be really fun to troll someone. In terms of a dream ability, I don't really have an idea, but I can tell you what kind of idea I would like. A combo champion, someone like Brand, but mixed with Lee Sin, and then he can like connect all these abilities, and he's a bruiser, and it sounds really fun to me. I guess you can say that's kind of like Riffin, but she has her own ways of comboing things. Another champion or abilities I do like are transforming abilities, where someone you can turn like, I guess Olaf, he kind of becomes CC immune, but I wish it kind of enhances abilities a bit. I don't know, something like that. To get me asks, who's the best late game tank in League, junglers and top laners? I don't know. I guess I have to say Amumu and Maokai. They have lots of CC to protect their team, and Amumu has a lot of late game damage. Spider-Man asks, can you make a Bronze to Challenger video series? And who do you think are the best junglers in the world? I probably won't do it, but if there's a lot of interest in that type of series, then I might do it. Like, it has to help my channel grow, or help my Twitch channel grow or something, and, you know, it's just gotta be something of interest that everyone wants. If everyone wants it, like even people who haven't subscribed, then yes, I might even do it. But at the moment, I'm leaning towards no, because I don't think it has a lot of interest from a lot of people. For the best junglers, I'd have to say Meteos is the best for NA, and I guess Bengi for Korea. I don't really watch a lot of LCS or OGN, but I know for sure I've played with and against Meteos. He's wrecked me with Urgot Jungle somehow and went like 8-1 or something like that, and yeah. Fever Time asks, best 5 tips to close games after you win your lane, please. Alright, so I'll probably make a video on how to close games after laning phase. Honestly though, it'll probably be different points and I can elaborate on some things, but for now it'll be 5 simple points. First of all, you want to get Dragon every time. Second of all, your second objective is to somehow get Baron, because once you get Baron, that basically ensures you a free game most of the time. So if you can get Vision Kill off it, bait the enemy team into it, those are really hard things to do, and organize in low ELOs. What else is there? Team fight, 5v5. If you're stronger, 5v5. Always want to fight 5v5s. You just analyze if you're stronger or not. It's really easy. Second of all, after you get a kill, you want to take an objective, like any kind of objective. So if they want to contest an objective, 5v4 their tower, then you can push and get that objective. Another tip, I don't know. You get 4 tips. I don't know another tip. Wasabi again asks, what is your favorite champion for each lane? What are your top 3 skins? Alright, so my top 3 skins are Surprise Party Fiddlesticks, Dragon Slayer Vayne, and White Mage Vagar. And I like them for all the wrong reasons, and I'm not going to tell you why because it's very inappropriate. Macaroni asks, what is your opinions on lane swap, and how did you get the idea to start making YouTube videos? Alright, so lane swaps are boring as fuck. No one wants to watch it, no kills, no bloodbath. It's absolutely boring to watch, and it's all about strategy. And I don't like it. It just makes the game stale. Alright, so how I got into videos? Well, first off, when I was like 13, 14, I made these stupid videos for me and my friends to watch. It'd be like yeah, I don't know, Disney characters. It'd be like Disney characters like Corbin Blue, and then it'd be his stupid song. Uh, it'd be like his song, yeah, push it to the limit, limit, and then it would just be a montage of pictures of him, and it'd be so gay, but it was so funny. I don't know, we were kids, and then after a while, my friend told me you could make money off YouTube, and I said what? And then I was like, okay, how? And then he showed me, and I was like, okay. And then after a while, I noticed I had like 10,000 views at the time, and then I made my like first $2. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Sitting at home on your computer, and you make a few dollars, $2. I was amazed at the time because, yeah, I was really amazed that I could actually do this from home, because I thought it was like impossible to get a job from home or something to make money from home. But I've seen a lot, and you can make a lot of money from home, not just off YouTube. I make some money off YouTube. It's just other things. And so yeah, after that, I went to make machinimas, where you make basically gameplay videos, and you make movies out of them, and you just make some story or something. And at the time, that was really fun for me. And then I kind of expanded. I finally hit like Challenger, and I was like, okay, I can somehow make something out of this. I can maybe get some interest from people, make these educational videos, and help them get better since I'm Challenger, so why not? And yeah, that's where it leads up to now. Mac Lear asks, Panzer Dragon, do you think it's better to main one role to gain ELO, or to playing every single role? Alright, so the best way to climb ELO or whatever is you need to main one role and have 2 sub roles. And then you have 2 shitty roles. For me, I main jungle, and then I play support, and then I can play top. And then I'm shitty at AD carry, and I'm shitty at mid lane. So yeah, in those 2 sub roles, your main goal is to not feed. That's all you need to do, is to not feed. In that main role you do, you have to, you can carry the game since it's your main. I'm not saying his name, but this guy asks, do you think Leona jungle is viable with the Spirit of the Ancient Golem changes? She's definitely better, like her clear teams have increased, but she's not viable at all. She's better support. Neopets asks, where do you think the meta is headed, and what champs do you feel will always get outclassed by another in other roles? And I already answered his last question. Alright, so this question is really tricky for me because I don't know how to explain a meta, but basically what I'm seeing is whoever gets the better early game wins the game, or whoever has the better late game champs win the game if they can stall out to that game, and whoever gets Baron control first usually wins the game, or the first Baron. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, so in terms of bot lane, it'll probably be Ashe and Taric. Taric is either just too strong, or he just has a stun and whoops your ass because he has too much base stats. And then Ashe, she has no AD ratios, so I don't think she'll ever be useful in the game. I'd also say Cho'Gath will be outclassed all the time. He's really slow and sluggish. Sure, he has his Rupture, which does cause a lot of CC, but he doesn't have a good gap closer or sustain damage or enough peel for his team, and so he fits the tank role, but like pure tank for himself, and doesn't really have a good role for himself. Prometheus EUW asks, do you want to become a pro player? Which team do you like the most? It'd be really nice to be a pro player. I would probably drop everything if I could, a lot of things, but honestly I think the more sustainable route for me is going with the YouTube channel and doing a lot of freelance work around League of Legends. I had my time, I had a chance. It was back in November 2013. I went on a two-week vacation, and when I came back, I saw Mega Zero added me, and I asked him what did he want or something, and he asked, oh, I was going to ask you if you want to be our jungler for complexity, and I said, oh, do you have someone? And he's like, oh yeah, we got Ninja Ken, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, I was like, oh, I can't believe I missed that moment. So yeah, if I made it back then, I maybe had a different path, but right now, I'm on a sustainable path, I think. Also, I tried for a few amateur teams, and in fact, I was in the challenger scene for a bit, but honestly, I didn't see that much progress in myself, so I was like, okay, screw this, back to doing whatever I was doing before. Kick Your Tush asks, what happened to Super Team NA? Alright, so the simple story is we were in the NACS for our first round, and then we lost it. We were also in the NACL, but we were doing pretty bad. So what happened was basically We lost it. Everyone was really sad. And we were like, okay, so what do you guys want to do now? And I said, okay, I'm probably not going to play 5s anymore. If you guys still need a jungler for the NACL, I'll still play. That's my side. And well, what happened? I think for the next match for the NACL, no one showed up except me. I was like, what? And then we just got a bunch of random people to play for it, and then we almost won, but we lost it. And yeah, everyone just basically parted ways. Chuper doesn't play anymore. I'm not sure Arthlon what he does, and I think Echo and Batosai quit. I'm not sure though. Ahmed Doof asks, if you're in silver and you want to get out of it ASAP, what champion would you play? I'd probably play Wukong and Yasuo. I wouldn't play AD carry because it kind of relies on your support. But yeah, Wukong and Yasuo seem really strong for carrying. Wukong can do damage while being tanky. Yasuo can kill everyone. Neon HD asks, can you do a champion guide for every champion? I'd probably rather do a 4-minute challenger guide instead of this. If I did a sort of guide like this, it'd be a live commentary, straightforward, and done in one take. So yeah, I'd like to have some quality to guides. Damushi asks, I got a jungle related question. Basically, he's asking what kind of standard rune pages do you use for a jungler? Alright, so if you're on a budget for a rune page, you'll probably want to have a 1580 rune page, a attack speed rune page of Quints and Reds, and an AP page standard for the AP junglers, and I think that's it. Pancakes asks, how long have you been playing League of Legends? Why are you playing League of Legends? What do you wish to achieve? I mean, you're a challenger, right? Isn't that like you've beaten the game? Alright, so I've been playing since Season 1, when Maokai came out. I think when Maokai came out. Why am I playing League of Legends? Because I have this YouTube channel. What do I wish to achieve? 100,000 subscribers. I mean, you are a challenger, right? Isn't that like you've beaten the game? It honestly does feel like I've beaten the game since I've got the new challenger. Like, what's next? What's next could be like getting top 25 or even top 10. Top 10 is like a big goal, and that'd be like beating the game completely. That's like, say you're playing Final Fantasy and you want to beat the secret boss. Sunsnipe asks, when is a good time to solo invade the enemy jungler? This is a very simple question to ask. First of all, you're gonna start your red as, say, Rengar or Lee Sin. And if you're on purple side, you want to meet them at their blue, because usually the blue side will start their red since their bot lane is there. And if you're blue side, you want to start your red and then make your way straight to their red and wait for them until they start doing the next buff. Troy asks, what is a jungler that is adaptable to all scenarios? And basically saying what jungler can suck dick early but be relevant mid and late game. Alright, so the answer to that is really simple. Amumu and Jarvan. Bowser Jr. asks, is Talon jungle possible? What do you do when all lanes lose? Alright, so Talon jungle is possible, yes. His ganks would be strong, but his clear times would be bad since he doesn't have any steroids like attack speed steroids or AD steroids. And once your lanes are all losing, you have to farm up and wait until the enemy throws. That means when they fight a bad team fight or dives your tower, etc, etc. Firecaster asks, do you think Kayle will still be viable? Alright, so I don't think she will be a high priority pick. I think she'll be still viable. Her early game is still there, her mid game is still there, but her late game got nerfed hard. And she might be looking towards the more on hit build since her E did get nerfed, so the AP ratio is gone from that. Alright, so thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed my responses. I know I couldn't have answered all your questions, but the video is getting long enough as it is. Again, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for 25,000 subscribers. You guys rock, and I'll see you guys next time.